back. From the back. My boss my back. Boss my hot sauce in my bag. Swag.
Hey you guys, welcome to my channel. For those of you guys who don't know me, my name is Felipecharming. For those of you who do know me, welcome back, bitches. No, I'm kidding. But so as much as I loathe doing voiceovers because I feel like it creates a huge disconnect, I had to for this video. So in this video I went ahead and showed you guys how to get this like everyday sun-kissed year-round makeup look. This is basically like my foundation routine. I went a little ham with highlighter today, but this is like my standard, you know, whether I'm going out, going to work, happy medium. I did forget to set my primer before I put on my foundation. Set my primer with translucent powder, but that's okay. It's still, you know, sufficient. It's still my completed routine. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace! After using Nivea's Aftershave Balm to moisturize, I go in with my Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer, and I just like to focus this in my T-zone because I do have combination skin, meaning my T-zone gets oily and the rest of my skin is pretty much normal. But yeah, I like to focus this on my T-zone just to kind of lock everything in and protect my skin, as well as, you know, keep the makeup put. This is when I would typically set my primer using Coty Airspun translucent powder. Then I go in with my Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation in shade Mocha. I do start off in the areas where I do need the most coverage, solely because I don't want to use too much foundation, so I'd rather just take it in the main areas where I like to have the most coverage and then kind of spread the excess in all the other areas where that much foundation isn't really needed in terms of coverage. So for me, that's my jawline and just like, yeah, basically my jawline and under my chin area, around my mouth, my under eye. Then I just take the excess and put it in places like on my forehead and just surrounding areas, just so my face is evenly covered. Then taking this foundation brush that I got from the Wish app a couple years ago and just blend my foundation in, starting with those areas that, you know, I prefer more coverage, evenly spreading it all over my face. This is currently my favorite foundation. My only hiccup with this foundation is that it's like too orangey for me, just a little bit, and I think they could have a shade in between this one and the shade up. I forget what it's called. But in terms of wear and coverage, I really do like this foundation, and it does give me like a finish that I can appreciate, and it does last throughout the day. And typically I do wear this like during an 8-hour shift, so she wears beautifully. Then I just kind of pat over everything and make sure everything's evenly covered. I do see that I need more coverage on my jawline, so I most definitely will go back and, you know, go over areas or add some of the excess on my hand to those areas that need just a little bit more coverage. Blend everything out. I really wanted you guys to see like the bulk of the process. I didn't want to fast forward or go over everything just assuming that everyone, you know, knows the entire process. So I really wanted you guys to just see how much time really goes into blending and just, you know, making sure everything's good. Next, I take this Black Opal True Color foundation stick in the shade Suede Mocha, and I take this in the areas where I would contour and use this to bronze my complexion up, just to add warmth and add that dimension back into my face. Once I'm done laying out that bronzer, I go ahead and take this bronzing, I believe this is, oh yeah, this is a contour brush from the Sephora collection, Building My Portfolio brush set. I think this is probably my favorite brush from the brush set, only because, yeah, I do like to bronze my face. I feel like when I bronze, it kind of just, yeah. I feel like when I bronze, it kind of just, you know, brings the whole look together and just warms up the face. I don't know, it's just something about bronzing that I live and die for, like literally. So I kind of just, you know, blend that all throughout my jawline and my cheekbones, all around my forehead, and so on and so forth until it's just completely blended. Then to blend the bronze that's on my nose, I use this little I don't know what this brush is called, but it's from a brush set that I got from Amazon. I'll be sure to link it down below. But yeah, I just take this kind of just to blend the bronzer around my nose. I've been using the ColourPop No Filter concealer in the shade Deep Golden 60 to conceal, and I am in love. Let her see. Yep, I still live for Mariah Carey. Anyway, yeah, so I just, you know, conceal the typical places to highlight the high points of my face, basically. And that's me showing you guys the concealer. Then I take my favorite, probably my favorite beauty tool from 2017, the Body Blender from Real Techniques, just to blend this out. I really like the Body Blender because it's really, really big. Yeah, and it's really big and it's really soft and it's just as good as Beauty Blender, if not better. And when I am blending out the high points of my face, I do like to take the excess and just blend that on right under my cheekbone, right under the hollow of my cheek, just to kind of sharpen up that bronzer and, you know, define it more. I feel like it's more seamless this way. When I go directly in with concealer, it's just too harsh, and I kind of prefer a more seamless, natural, you know, warmth adding kind of blend. If you're newer to makeup, I would suggest for the best results that you blend your concealer out in daylight or just anywhere with like brightly colored walls. I do feel like it makes it easier for you to see exactly what it is that you're doing, and you get the best like true to color, you know, because when you're in a dark room and you step out in daylight, you can look very casket ready-esque, and nobody wants to look like that. And once I'm done blending everything out, I do like to go over everything just to make sure everything's really seamlessly blended. There's no creasing or anything like that, just to keep that seamless, even blend going. And to set my highlighted areas, I do like to go in with Coty Airspun Translucent Powder. I kind of just dot over those areas and then I press it into my highlight. I don't like to bake as much. I feel like it does leave a white cast sometimes, but what helps with that is if you set your under eye with face powder prior to baking. But I do like to bake my nose only because it gets super oily sometimes. So I love to use this technique just to, you know, ensure that my nose remains snatched for the duration of this beat. And I do like to take some translucent setting powder just to kind of set the areas around my mouth, like my frown lines and my, you know, just around my mouth, just to make sure everything stays in place, nice and set through the duration of the day. They told me, yes, I'm still getting my entire existence to Christmas music. It is the last day of January. But, yeah, I did my brows off camera as well. I just like to take some face powder just to dust that bake off and set my face as well. This face powder is by Black Radiance. I believe it's the shade Creamy Beige. If anyone has any face powder recommendations, please let me know, because I've been using this forever and I kind of want something new. It's really not bad at all. It gets me through, gets the job done, but I just kind of want to explore and try something a little different for a change. It's literally been a couple years now. Then I take this contour powder kit by Ruby Kisses that I love oh so much to bronze up my face even more. This is basically setting the cream and also like to add a little bit of a contour, but more so of a bronze. I refer to it as a bronze because I'm adding warmth as opposed to like a shadow. And as I've mentioned before, bronzing is actually my favorite part of my entire process. I just feel like it adds warmth, brings the complexion back to life, and it's just really complimenting on everybody. I think I cursed because I wasn't supposed to go that high up with my bronzer. Then I take the shade that I am about to show you guys in the clip directly after this. I take that shade and I just bronze up my nose. And while doing this, I do like to take this up and into my brow just to kind of make everything blend more seamlessly together. I do like to take the same shade and take that up on my eyelid just to add warmth and so that my face isn't like really one-dimensional. Something about that one-dimensional thing really just disturbs my entire spirit. So even on the most basic makeup day, I will always add like some bronzer to my eyelids. And here I'm just blending out the same shade basically with just another brush. All the brushes I used in this video, with the exception of 2, were from the Sephora collection. And I didn't use the Huda Beauty palette in this video. I kind of was just using it as a mirror. But if you guys want me to do a video using this palette, then let me know. I took the deepest contour shade from the same contour powder kit and just like to take that on like my eyelid, basically just to add some dimension to my eye. And I like to take that on my lower lash line as well, just to make it look like I tried when I really didn't. For mascara, I've been using this Bobbi Brown mascara out of a Play subscription box, basically. I'm like 90% sure I want the full-size product, only because it's one of the bombest mascaras I've worn in a while. It doesn't really clump at all, the wand is beautiful, and like the consistency of the mascara itself is really, really good. So I use this on my lashes. I recently stopped using mascara on my bottom lash for the most part. Just for the simple fact that I feel like throughout the duration of the day, sometimes my under eye or bottom row, whatever you want to refer to it as, I feel like it kind of starts to get a little runny sometimes, and I don't really like that look. However, on this day, I guess I just felt it on my spirit. Sometimes I will take a little bit of mascara on my lower lashes, but for the most part, yeah, I just like to take my mascara to coat my top lashes, and also like to take my mascara and use it to set my eyebrows as well. I feel like that just gives it a more hair-like finish. You guys will get to see in a second. There you go. See, right on schedule. But yeah, I like to just take this ever so lightly on top of my brows just to coat them and make them look more hair-like. I've been doing this forever, so yeah, this is just one of those old faithful beauty tricks that I've been doing forever. Daily basis, as far as work and stuff goes, I will stop here and add no highlighter. However, this was filmed on the weekend. Sometimes I wear highlighter to work, it's not a thing, but most days, just for the sake of time, I don't. But this highlighter is by Milani. This is their golden, I'll link it down below, but this is their highlighter, and I just like to take that golden shade and put that in my inner corner, and then I kind of mix, depending on my mood that day, I'll mix either all the shades or I'll take one of the 3 shades. I think this day I just used the golden shade just for the sake of being super beamy and bright. Yeah, just to highlight the high points of my face per usual. After about 45 minutes of highlighting, I take my Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray, which I feel like is really, really bomb, worth every single penny, and you know, just set my face. And today, once again, I was feeling extra, so I just took my Anastasia Beverly Hills Ultimate Glow Kit, and I believe I took the shade Sun Ray just to highlight my face a little bit more, make my highlight beam for the sake of selfies that I was supposed to take on this day that I didn't really take. But that's alright. And this is pretty much the finished look. Thank you guys so much for watching, and let's get into these slow-mos.